What did you think when you watched his last battle back?
Yeah, like I said, I feel like it was a bit lackluster. It was a bit boring, innit? From a battle perspective, I wanted to hear more punchlines, like a little bit more aggression. I think Tidal was trying, but he couldn't keep up. And the whole Spitgate thing was just a mazza. But yeah, I feel like in the room I didn't hear Daniel's son as well as I did on the watch back. So like I took credit away from him on the day and just thought like these guys are bullshit. But obviously watching it back, yeah, Daniel's son actually said some stuff, but still I just don't think it's enough. That's what I was feeling.
Are you happier to be clashing Daniel's son than Tidal?
Yeah, 100%. Like, I feel like it was more of a suitable battle, innit? Like I don't just want the easiest way, innit? Like, do you know what I'm saying to you? I think Tidal would have been a bit easier.
So how did you feel about your Tidal battle then?
I weren't happy with it. I weren't happy when I come out of that. The whole fucking Spitgate, LJ, like there was loads of factors that pissed me off on the night. Like, I just weren't happy when I come out of it. I felt I could have given a stronger performance. But on the watch back, I think it was better than what I remembered of it. Just learn from it, innit? Just fucking keep going.
So did you, because the main talking point of that battle is the fact that he's spitting everywhere. So everyone wants to know, did you notice he was doing it when you were facing him?
In the second round, there's a moment when I like step back a bit and like I put my head up.
Look on your face.
Yeah. Because I don't mind getting in faces and whatever. Like it is what it is. LJ is there. Like fuck the pair of you, innit? Like it is what it is. But then when he come close to me and I saw Spit hit the mic, I was like, I had to put my head back. Like.
So did you expect to see him getting slewed for it online?
No, I didn't.
Was it a grand time battle or one of them where I think it might have been Daylight pulled out the umbrella?
King of the Dot.
Someone pulled out an umbrella against the guy who spits a lot.
But as much as it's funny, do you feel like it overshadowed the actual battle?
Definitely. Like that pisses me off a bit. Like even though the bars may not have been my best content, like they're definitely overlooked by the whole Spit thing and LJ and whatever else. Like it is what it is. Like it draws people to it. People might know my name now, they might not have before, so
it's getting like, put it this way, for people like Tidal and you who are probably lesser known in battle rap than say me, you're getting more views on that on it, so it's working. Do you know what I'm saying? Whatever it is, sometimes battles have a factor where people want to watch it, so sometimes you're just going to get the exposure off that, and it's a good thing at the end of the day.
The spitting thing, let me clarify, it didn't look as bad from where I was standing. Like I saw the spit at the mic, but I couldn't see all the particles and all the madness. Like from where I was standing,
you couldn't see the COVID.
No, I couldn't. Like from where I was standing, it didn't look that bad. Otherwise, I would have been all the way back.
So then, basically, from what did you think of Hulk's last battle?
Yeah, it was decent. On the night, I gave it to Hulk like easy, but on the watch back, I think Monroe was better than I remembered. Weren't feeling your third, being honest. Just think the flow could have been better. Stuck to the bar limit, like. Do you know what I mean?
What it is, I think as well. Like Manga said something about the flow as well, but obviously I think people are struggling to differentiate the difference between drill and grime, innit? And obviously I can do grime flows on the drill beat, but for me, what's the point? Then we might as well not do drill, we might as well just pick a grime beat, innit? If we're gonna do grime flows and double time flows, then we might as well just pick a grime beat. If we're gonna do drill clash, then we should spit drill, innit? Like for me, drill is that slower bit. Like I even said in my bars, like one thing about drill is you gotta let it breathe for a moment. Like, and drill's about ad-libs, and this is why people like Digga D are famous, because of their woys and do you know what I'm saying to you? Like that's what it's about. So for me to just miss all that out, I feel like people are missing the point. But certain people like grime fans like Manga or whatever, they're just gonna disagree and feel like they want to hear more flows and stuff. I get that, and it's cool, but I'm not a big drill fan. Don't get it twisted. I would prefer to spit double time, but I just get in the pocket of all the music that I think should fit. So
the thing is your style as well. You're not an ibby dibby MC, so I get that. Do you know what I mean? I get it. But for me, like I just would have preferred like something a bit more.
So finally, what can we expect from you two clashing each other tonight?
Bars, isn't it? Bars.
I think it'll be a good clean clash, like good clean performance.
Like I feel like, to get me, how I write here is I got shit slapping every couple bars, innit? Like that's how I feel to myself. Again, the crowd might not resonate with it all. You get me? It's hit and miss. Same way he might feel the same way. He might feel like everything he writes is pure gold, but certain people might not get it. But for me, I just feel like everything I write, every couple bars is slapping, and I feel like, I feel like as well it's about character, it's about energy. There's a lot of other factors why I feel like I'm the person to win the battle, innit? But it's not even to say that I don't rate you as a rapper or nothing. I just feel like there's factors that I've watched even on the game tapes and shit where it's just like, he ain't got this factor, he ain't got that factor, so that's what man's there for, innit?
Likewise, man. Likewise. I think I'm exploiting my traits that you trying to pull up on my strengths that you might not necessarily have and go in on them. So
final question: who do you think you will win in Zen and Caesar?
Zen, man, come on, bro. Zen's like, at the end of the day, if realistically, even me in it, you know me in it, I'm not here to like be like, oh, I won £1,000. Like, I'll probably buy a new audio interface and a keyboard or some shit like that, yeah. But realistically, like, even just to have battles with people like Zen is what man's here for, innit? And if people don't just want to give that to me, or if people don't feel like I've earned that, then I'll work my way through a tournament to do that and have that and prove to everyone that I'm on them levels and possibly even win. Do you know what I'm saying to you? So to me that means more than anything rather than just rare. So I think like it's got to be me and Zen in the final. It just makes the most sense out of the whole tournament from when it started. My bracket, his bracket, everything just made sense for Zen and all final.
But I feel like Daniel Son probably thinks him and Zen makes the best sense in the
put a spanner in the works, innit? That's it.
From the first thing, I thought, me and Zen in the final, it could happen. Like, it could happen. I don't think Caesar's to be slept on, though. I think he knows Zen's not an easy feat. He's come in prepared, do you know what I mean? Like, it's going to be an interesting clash, definitely.
Cool. Any final words?
I was a dickhead.
Yo, we are here at Beat Fighter for the semi-finals of the Beat Fighter tournament. A bag of sand on the line. We are here for the second battle of the night. Please make some noise if you're in the building. Yes, let's go. This has been a fucking great event. Big up everyone for coming. It's my birthday, or it will be in a couple of days anyway. On my right hand side, from West London, a veteran in this thing. Please make some noise for the brother Hope. Let's go.
Yo, typo out 24th of July, all platforms, pre-save it, pre-order it now and that, innit?
Yeah. On my left, his third on-beat battle on Don't Flop. He's here for a semi-final and final MC of the night. We're introducing, we got Daniel Son. Make some noise, everyone.
Yes, Daniel Son, round us, Black Russian out now.
Right. As always, shouts out Kirby T on the decks. This is it. As Danny said, £1,000 on the line. 14th of October is the final. It's the second semi-final. We flipped off camera. Daniel Son won the flip. He chose Hope to go first. So it's round number one, beat number one. Let's do this, Hope. Let's go.
Yo, look. I control the stage, my name is Dolomite. In your last clash I had to teach you how to hold a mic. It's gotta be me and then they wanna see a title falling. Danny boy knows the crack cause the pipes are calling. When the beat dropped, I thought I'd see tidal walking. This ain't your death, just consider it a final warning. Deeper than the seas, he could try and tour it. So when he's finished with his wave, I'ma have to stick beside his forking. FT knifing up his vital organs. Could've caught it, but the difference is a second light from night to morning. I'm here for a laugh, you're trying to find your calling. This a tabby cat versus tiger brawling. Every event him and his chick at the back. Thought he was down with the heads because his missus is black. You need a round of applause and some kids to react. If it was a crowd full of whores, they wouldn't give you the clap.
You're 1,000 battles deep, desperate for exposure. Like kids feed yourself, daddy's busy playing soldier. I told you I'm the kill that hustle like Eric Holder. You'd clap Charlie G if I said it's for the culture. How'd you beat me last time on a technicality? Technicality ain't even your speciality. Everybody else saw what London Jenna Paris see, but I don't want it too if I had friends upon the panel G. So I stay patient, maintain faith, cause stealing a win again can't fly like staycation. Fuck what this lame saying, cause today you're gonna need a Tommy Robinson like you hate Asian. The There's nothing you can do to me, so run before you're leaking, trying to hide like Julian Assange. I'm ruthless with a punch like you. Battling a fucking room with some front.
Yo, look, I take souls and I break bones. You still sausage rolls in your hometown of Maidstone, where the biggest landmark. Look, I take souls and I break bones. You still sausage rolls in your hometown of Maidstone, where the biggest landmark is a grey stone. And the best part about the visit is a way home. I'm sure all these leagues will be booking you more. If every clash that you had, you didn't look at the floor. Your album's called Black Russian, maybe we should tell them. The only thing black about him is his girlfriend. I wanna buy my bitch a naughty place, he's got a pool. He just wants to get his missus 40 acres and a mule. Grew up calling people confused if they were light skinned. Caught jungle fever, now he's trying to do the right thing. Tony's in the bag, check the odds up in Betfred, as if I'm getting body back up. Take souls and I break bones. You still sausage rolls in your hometown of Maidstone, where the biggest landmark is a grey stone. And the best part about the visit is the way home. I'm sure all these leagues will be booking you more. If every clash that you had, you didn't look at the floor. His album's called Black Russian, maybe we should tell them. The only thing black about him is his girlfriend. I wanna buy my missus naughty place, it's got a pool. He just trying to get his bitch a 40 acres and a mule. Grew up calling people confused if they were light skinned. Caught jungle fever, now he's trying to do the right thing. This Tony's in the bag, check the odds up in Betfred, as if I'm getting bodied by some odd fucking redhead. Sometimes I feel small and find the giant within. We know that beard's only there to hide the size of your chin.
Oh God, the truth here, feeling fearless and prepared. But 4 words he heard had him tearful in despair. The tube announcer said, please mind the gap. He sneered back, that's not fair, it's alopecia in the beard. You're whacking, you lack hard punches. Your beard style's the MC Hammer, Picture Tash can't touch this. Front tooth looking all rustic, trying to jerk women like, don't you know it's diamond encrusted? I'm waiting for my name short for Daniel Sun Zoom. You asked their uncle to come through. Bullet to Tony, I beg you make a wrong move. Punch you in the mouth and then go pawn that bronze tooth. Yeah, you might be big to them, but you ain't shit to me. Looking like you took the phrase, bite the bullet literally. Rugged with a chat online, but emo in the rap you write. Is it a go-to for a bullet through the Valentine?
Let's just be real for a sec, yeah? Yo, let's be real, we never thought that you was coming back. They wanted to see tie-dye like summer swag. Brother tried to shake my hand, I said swerve that. How's your name Dan? And you're actually a dirtbag. You rap cause of all the frustration that's pent up. Looking like they threw the baby out and raised the placenta. Hustle shit is what I stay on lately. Fam, I could sell cream to the Avon lady. You don't have to pretend you're not desperate, Dan, cause we all know you're only here to get the grand. One punch will turn his underbite into an overbite. Daniel Son's a pussy, oh you'd know if you watch Cobra Kai. He's nothing like me, so it's sad I had to son. Another easy one, so I'm running to the top. And nah, racism isn't something he forgot. He just rather fuck a nigga than be nutting in a sock.
Alright, let's go. Yeah.
Yeah, that's free one.
Yeah, bruh, you wouldn't know hip-hop if your legs were skewed. You thought Pharaoh Munch was a breakfast food. You've been here 10 years, got you pissed. When they talk who's the best to do this, they don't mention you. You wouldn't know hip-hop if your legs were skewed. You thought Pharaoh Munch was a breakfast food. You've been here 10 years, got you pissed. When they talk who's the best to do this, they don't mention you. That's why you're moany as fuck. If it weren't for Mickey and no one would know who you was. Your alias Professor Banner, that's appropriate, bruv, cause you got a degree and everyone else holding you up. We can never be the same, you're fake fam. All you got's a second rate brand. Game plan to make brands and #1 on Amazon. I congratulate man, but it's fake that you paid for views like Drake fans. You reached 26 listeners in maybe a month, so 20k plays on one song, shady as fuck. Talking like you smashed the net. Get lost, people only stream you at Bangladesh sweatshop.
You got the type of face I could break twice. Date night, catch him up in grapes with a steak slice. Eating yum-yums, running some instrumental. You got the type of face I could break twice. Date night, catch him up in grapes with a steak slice. Eating yum-yums, running some instrumental shit. Wait till he hears about Wenzel's. People gonna think me and her are just close. Whole thing's just to set up while we're earning their dough. These times there's real rappers, I could clash in Manny. Rowan's in the East End with some Jack and Danny. It's Mazza, euros on my head, no gather. And we're trying to make them pounds, so I'm checking the exchange rate. Crypto now, so I'm bigging up my mate names. Fuck though, just know I'm rapping for the namesake. I ain't here to fuck hoes, I don't even take flake. I just keep it slick, take pics with a straight face. If you start running off, I might have to take chase. And you might die, cause I ain't in a great
Or
place.
you falling on the road, dying on your ass. Call yourself Hulk, but all I see is Owen Hart. Or say you're Johnny Lawrence, that's priceless. He faced Daniel's son lost and had a midlife crisis. So go and cry on your gossip channel, you big belly bitch. You ain't shit without a ring light and selfie stick. Your music's helpless, you're a melt in it. You talk like you talk with a knife, to go and cut yourself with it. It seems your baby mum took the easy option. Ain't she heard not to breed bulldogs cause they have breathing problems? Didn't want to take it there, but your genes are poor. Who are your parents? Blastoise and Venusaur? I'll split you and say you look like Pinky Barnes again. And when your man's asking who's that, I'll tell him half a friend. Your album's called Who's On Smoke, we'll ask again cause you won. Son's a whole different kind of carcinogen.
Aye, I'd love to see you on the wing. They'd probably make man sing. Aye, watch when you come out yourself, makes a man just come out his shell. You'll just cry and whinge, be known as Sideman Ginge. The man them are all like bless up, they make you drop and do press ups. Listen back to his bars, it's all just empty threats. No conviction in what he's spitting. I'd love to see you on the wing, they'd probably make man sing. Aye, watch when you come out yourself, makes a man just come out his shell. You'll just cry and whinge, be known as Sideman Ginge. The man them are all like bless up, they make you drop and do press ups. Listen back to his bars, it's all just empty threats. No conviction in what he's spitting, so I gotta leave this MC desk. All he makes is one call, then all of his ops he feds. Act like man's full of brains, till he's left with an empty head. Black, who am I to judge your pen game, like niggas don't know me. Been a general like LV, and I got clips like Joey. Man, I'll take him on creams, all she's getting is one scoop. But if she sucks it night all fucking right, she gets one for her son too.
Yeah, pull that back. They said I could never top it, pulled it out the bag like Mary Poppins. Barely popping, but the belly's popping. You look like a mixed race Gemma Collins. It seems you sunk deep, you munch. They said I could never top it, pulled it out the bag like Mary Poppins. Barely popping, but the belly's popping. Look like the mixed race Gemma Collins. It seems you've sunk deep, you munch a tea, have seconds and then more. When you fucking eat your cutlery's a machete and pitchfork. Typed your name in Google just to watch you get boxed out brave. Wait, you had that lockdown weight before lockdown, mate. Asked Carlos about your jail and he told me you was a currency. So you might bully Danny Jack, but I won't let you bully me when your girl wants RD but she's shoddy. Have you seen the state of her body? If I beat, I'd need 10 Johnnies, a hazmat suit and a bottle of body. This 40-year-old post selfies every day, who gassed him? Nah, you ain't pouring Morgan, but this one round you're bound to get capped in.
Yo, yeah, we're both bald fam, it's realer to not lie. But when you take off your hat, blood, you're the image of Popeye. Yeah, it's realer to not lie. But when you take off your hat, fam, you're the image of Popeye. Brain saying do not die, while your eyes see the snot fly. Your mum said I'm quiet in public, while your girl said I'm not shy. I promise you'll see some dad, just let the rain pass. These times he'll probably shank his nan for an Xbox Game Pass. This thing here's drill, it reps where I'm from, not you. When you told your friends you was doing this, why didn't one of them stop you? Sort of joke thing, blood. Right now even Earth's trying to mock you. The only drilling he's done is IKEA flat back drawers with the wrong tools. True, it's not grime, but still I stay grimy. The crab in Moana, true everything shiny.
Since you're one for the talking, tell YouTube you're shitting irrelevant. You ain't got a heart to win this tournament now like Christian Eriksen. Hull was battling back when Skep deleted development. Since you're one for the talking, tell YouTube you're shitting irrelevant. You ain't got a heart to win this tournament now like Christian Eriksen. Hull was battling back when Skep deleted development here. We can hear you still clapping, all you've de-developed is tits. You're lousy on beats, so all you can do shout louder than me. I swear your clothes from Dagenham Market in 2003. All of your punches weak and you ain't good enough to beat me at banter. So what have you got for me except for cleavage, diabetes and asthma? Try to talk about my girl, you're a hypocrite and your bar's petty. Take the piss, you keep your chick locked up at home like R. Kelly. Might wanna warn your kids, cause after this your guy they will now. Stanley might have brought whole Kim, but my Stanley might take whole cow.
I think it was a good clash. I don't know, I think maybe you had the crowd.
I feel like the crowd was a little bit even still. I think that certain places you pulled it back, man. It's not like I feel like I had the crowd completely. Certain places you pulled it back.
But yeah, no, I think it was a good clash, man. I can't wait to watch it back. Yeah, your bars about tie-dye, summer attire.
Hulk, you always mention me in battles. I don't know why. You mention me in so many battles.
Because this is what I even tried to explain to people a lot, even when I battle them here. Like, remember I already kind of done a kind of video battle with Daniel's son, innit? So I've already said to him before, like, be more direct, but also be more current. Like,
Be more current.
Things that people can react to in the room is the best thing in the world, innit? So like,
It's a fact.
and people like, if your mum can get it, your nan can get it, your niece can get it, like all demographics and shit can get it, then it's gonna pop no matter who sees it. And sometimes that's the best. So I do try and have my own little niche references that I know only a few people will get, but at the same time I try and keep my shit as spread diversely as possible in terms of references and shit.
Yeah, references outside.
Like, even like Popeye, for example, everyone knows about Popeye. So, and because I said I think you look like Popeye, and luckily enough, like I done it purposely. I took off my hat before I started spitting that verse, and then when I took my hat off and said we're both bald, and then you took your hat off as well, I lured you into a false sense of security, but then explained what you look like with your hat off, and the punchline just hit. You know what I'm saying? Whereas you could have kept your hat on, and no one would have got it. Like, no one would have reacted. Like, so again, it's just a big. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'll be honest with you. I do feel like I took that battle, but I feel like it wasn't like a clear winner or clear loser. I think experience plays a big part.
Really even.
Yeah, I feel like experience plays a big part. Again, like I was saying to Zen earlier, Zen came out like, oh, do you think I won? Do you think I won? Do you think I got it? I said, bro, personally, I think you got it, but the judges, they're the judges, and Poison Pen ain't gonna get every reference that we say. He's from New York. Manga probably don't watch battle rap like that to get certain other things or whatever, so it just depends on how they feel, innit, really? Like, I could say I won, my friends could say I won, you could say you won, your friends could say you won, but the judges is what matters, innit? So that's what we're here for. We're here for the bag.
What do you think, though? Do you think the judges will go for you?
Do you know what? With how the judges have been, I'm not sure. Like I said before, innit, like obviously even Manga tried to diss the kind of drill flow, but he's a grime MC, and I feel like when you're using drill beats, you should use a drill flow. It sounds better, hits more. Otherwise, we might as well just use grime beats. They're similar tempo. It might as well just be a grime clash. So if you're going to use drill beats, I feel like to add that drill element with the little bit slower flow, add space, like ad-libs. Drill's all about ad-libs, but the best thing about clashing with drill is that the crowd can add ad-libs. And it don't throw you off, there's space for it, like it's hard. So like, yeah, I feel like it just depends what people like, innit? I feel like Lefty and Impact, if they're still judging, they'll probably give it to me. I feel like they'll know that I was a bit more entertaining, had a bit more current punches and shit like that. I feel like Poison Pen is a toss-up. I feel like Manga's a toss-up. I feel like Twisted Pennies is a toss-up, but I feel like I probably appealed to his kind of punchline side. And then who else was there? Bills are. Again, it's a toss-up. So I honestly can't say who I think all the judges will go for still.
What do you think, Daniel?
Judge-wise, who fucking knows, man? Like, can't predict that. Every time I've thought they're gonna go for me, like it goes a little left. So it's all down to opinion, isn't it? I think I edged it personally. I think I've
What
got
rounds
bars.
did you edge? What do you think was better?
The third and maybe the first. First round, I think I've got bars that don't necessarily go off in the room, but might go off, like people
You
might catch
definitely
them a bit
wrote
better.
more for the room this time, though. Definitely 100%. Hulk, you already wrote for the room, but you definitely wrote way more for the room from last time. Is that because of something you learned from last time?
Yeah, like watching the other clashes, inspired by your third against Monroe as well. Like even though I weren't feeling the flow, like the bars were there, like you were setting it up so people could react. You know what I mean? So I was just trying to not dumb it down, but play to that a little more.
Yeah,
Definitely.
I feel like it's a vibe in it. A battle is a vibe in it. It's not just about a clear winner or loser depending on who raps. I feel like it's the vibe that spitter creates on the stage in it. So that's why I always feel confident in myself, because I feel like no one's got my vibe in it. Like I feel like, you know, I feel like obviously I got more wheel ups and shit. Obviously that's just the crowd. Not to say that I wrote better, but I feel like the shit that I wrote, again, a lot of shit people might not understand. Sleepers, creepers, whatever, but again, I know how to emphasize the shit that I know people will understand, and that's the point. So yeah, cool. Hope for real.
Bills are Don't Flop Beat Fighter Tournament semi-final. I just watched Hulk versus Danielson. It was a sick battle. I'm gonna have to break it down a little bit. So round one, we had the break bone, sausage rolls, Maidstone. Hulk dropped that bar, it was sick. That connected with the crowd well. They like that. Danielson had the beard bars. It was pretty cool. They worked as well. For like round one, Hulk took. The crowd was more with Hulk on that one. So it was like round two. I didn't really fuck with the beat on round two. It was a bit weird. They both had bits. What I wrote down, bulldog breathing problems. That was Danielson. About breathing, and yeah, that was good. Same, just didn't really connect as well. So I gave that round to Hulk as well. Third round was the drill beat. That was sick. They both went in. Hulk had the press ups bar, which was hard. Danielson had the Gemma Collins lockdown weight, that thing. Christian Eriksen bar, the heart for the game, that bar was sick as well. I gave that round to Danielson, so 2-1 Hulk. Wow.
Yeah, semi-finals business. Yeah, Hulk versus Danielson. I enjoyed this. It seemed at the start they was I don't know if they clashed before, but they definitely was talking that they didn't like each other differently. So I enjoyed that. 'Cause I like all that. You know what I mean? They had info on each other, which was sick. You know what I mean? Man was talking about his girlfriend. Man was talking about his and then Danielson was talking about his previous music and all that jazz. But yeah, it was good. I enjoyed it. The first round, I think, went to Hulk. The second round was Danielson. And the third round, like, it lacked energy for both of them. I don't know, like the crowd reacted more to Hulk. But I think the third round, Danielson took it, man. I think, yeah, I'm giving it to Danielson still. But like, by this much, not bare. By this much.
Beat fighter, we getting down to it. All right, we just had Hulk versus Danielson. Man. This was a dope matchup. I'm gonna be honest, yo. Like, I'm kind of used to watching battles without a lot of people there now. So that crowd almost is like a big crowd, with the exception of, you know what I mean? So it's kind of interesting. That battle was, damn, I was a fan of both of these. I'm a fan of both of these guys. I like both of these guys' progression throughout the tournament and everything, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give that to Hulk, man. I'm gonna give it to Hulk, man. Damn, Hulk was a little more consistent, man. Danielson, he had to warm up. And it got to a point, like you could see, you know what I'm saying, Hulk had his composure a lot more, and it was wild just watching parts of the battle when you know the DJ had to wheel up and all that, and the whole crowd responding. So it was just, that atmosphere was just dope to see. You know what I mean? Where the whole crowd, he bringing it back, and the whole crowd knows the bars and shit. So look, it's you know what I mean? It's just cool to see that now. It's, you know, in this time to engage the crowd, and that's part of MCing, and that's part of the whole package when you're rhyming in a live fashion like that. So, it was a dope battle, man. I love both of y'all work, but I'm gonna give it to Hulk 2-1. Man. That's what that is, yo. Peace.
Yes, hello everybody. Shout out everybody. Twisted Pennies, Teeps. I just watched Hawk and Danielson. I'm going to give that really, really slightly, marginally to Danielson. First round, clearly I think Hawk got it. That shit was hilarious. There was some fucking funny bars in there. And yeah, he fully took the lead in the beginning. Then the second round kind of leveled it out. I like the fucking pay-per-views like Drake fans. That was cool. The breathing problem with Bulldogs. That was a good one. I think he was more direct, more specific about his opponent. So you get me. Round 2 kind of leveled it. Yeah, round 3. Obviously, again, I thought that Hawk might take that, but I think Danielson really smashed that shit. Even when he got his first reload off that Gemma Collins bar, and then he just went straight back in. You know what I'm saying? Like, he got the reload, and then it was like 2 bars later, he just went straight back in, and then there was pure bars in the. I really think Danielson's got a good head for punchlines and that type of shit. He's quite a good writer. Obviously, Hawk didn't miss no punches. He didn't falter nothing. It was a good clash still. It was like bang, 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 bang. It was, you know, I mean, no one was whacked, no one dropped the ball really. But then I think, the thing that, I just love the way that Danielson ended his last round, the fucking Stanley bar. I just think that was like a final bang, and it just kind of worked for me, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, ever so slightly, I'm gonna give that to Danielson. Shout out Hawk, obviously at this point in the tournament, everybody's obviously good. No one's gonna come in at this point and be shit, you know what I'm saying? So, peace and love.
Hey guys, it's me again. So I'm judging Danielson versus Hulk. I gave it 2-1 to Danielson in probably one of the closest battles I've ever had to judge, and I don't want to judge anymore because of this battle. I gave the first round to Hulk. I feel like he actually got that kind of clearly to me. I liked his whole tidal C scheme with the Poseidon. That was fire. He was rhyming well. His movies were nice as well. I like Danielson's second verse of his the first round, but he had the Tommy Robbins, you'll need a Tommy Robbins son like you hate Asians. That's fire. But I feel like Hulk just had too much in that first round. I feel like this is probably the clearest round for me. And his second verse, he had the Maidstone. The most exciting thing about your ends is the way home. The only landmark in your bits is a grey stone. That shit's retarded. I thought that was fire. Second round, I gave to Danielson. He had the Pharaoh Munch line. That was just a perfect way to start his verse off. I feel like Hulk had a lot of lines as well, but Hulk would have like a few powerful lines, but throughout Danielson's rounds, I felt like he was talking specifically like more to Hulk. It was a little less comedy and a bit more rappy with Danielson. And I feel like Hulk was very, very good at like engaging the crowd and saying things that would make the crowd react and laugh. And I feel like on camera, Danielson's bars just stood out a lot more to me than in the building when I watched it. And then the last round, again, I feel like it's the same thing, very close. I feel like I edged this one to Danielson. I feel like his rounds were just a little bit more consistent. Again, I thought Hulk had some amazing shit, especially with the sideman ginge that had man dying. I was the one who was dying on stage with that. That shit was hilarious. Cool man, sideman ginge. But yeah, I think this was an amazing battle, you know what I'm saying? If it goes to Hulk, it went either way.